About to play this week 18 of this Tecmo Bowl Sega Genesis nonsense. Oh wow, you about to play those Cincinnati Bengals, huh? That was a pretty good football team, huh? Nah, not really. I mean, they were all right. They tried to, they kind of, did okay, I guess, back then. But like I said, this ain't gonna be no game. I'm gonna run right through these guys, and like I said, I'm gonna run right through this game, and and make it through the playoffs. So this is like your last game of the season, huh? What come you do? You said what come you benched your quarterback? Oh, because this is the last game of the season, and like I said, I didn't want my guy getting hurt, and I went on ahead and sat him down, and go ahead and let old Steve play a little bit and throw a couple of touchdown passes and all that nonsense. Oh, okay. You kind of like resting your starters a little bit, huh? Like you give them a little bit of rest before the playoffs. So this is like the last game of the season, huh? Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and run the rock and get some first downs. Try to help and run right through this game, and go ahead and get to the playoffs. This is like the last game of the season and all that nonsense. No, jeez, kind of like overthrew him a little bit. Yeah, there's a whole lot of Tecmo Bowl, Sega Genesis nonsense on this game. Go ahead and get some pass completions, and I'm just trying to run right through this game. Like I said, I ain't got time for all this nonsense. Like I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little couple of passes and try to get the ball in the end zone, and all that nonsense, all that YouTube nonsense. Go ahead and pound this football up in there. Oh, jeez. Kind of seemed like it came up a little bit short. Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and pound it in there again, and get the ball in the end zone and all that nonsense. I kind of like the old Cincinnati Bengals. I think they were a pretty good football team. Yeah, they were a pretty good team. Just some bad coaching, and there's a whole lot of nonsense with some of these organizations, and it's like they just happy to be in the league. It's like they're not trying to win they're not trying to win no games. Like I said, there's a whole lot of nonsense out there. So like, do you have to play? Like, how many playoff games do you have at? Wow. I'm going to have a bye week. I'm not going to play in the wild card round, but I'll be in the divisional round waiting on one of these teams to, and then I'm going to go ahead and run right through them, and then it'll be then it's like that NFC championship nonsense or some kind of silliness they got going on with this game. All that NFL nonsense, and then it's the Super Bowl. Oh, wow, so you only got 3 more games after this. Well, until you get to the 2 more games, well, something like that, and then you got to play the big game at the end. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't try to make sense of it, but like I said, that's a whole lot of nonsense out there about the NFL and the Tecmo Bowl, Sega Genesis, and like I said, that's a whole lot of Sega nonsense out there. Like I said, it's crooked referees. What come they always kind of like running you short on those plays? Like I said, there's a lot of crooked referees trying to make it where I can't get this first down. But I'm going to go ahead and pound that football up the middle again, and we're going to get that first. Wow, you barely made it on that play. Yeah, like I said, this is the kind of nonsense you have to put up with this Sega Genesis Tecmo Bowl. Like, wow, they kind of just ran a blitz right up the middle. Yeah, like I was saying, there's a whole lot of nonsense with this Tecmo Bowl Sega Genesis version. And like I said, oh, jeez. I don't know. I'm just trying to run right through this game. I'm not trying to make no sense out of it. Well, they seem to be getting some pressure on your quarterback. Yeah, like I say, I'm having some problems here with the Who Days or whatever you want to call them, the Bengals. Wow, they're kind of like the Who Days and you like the Who Dats. Yeah, some kind of nonsense. It's a whole lot of nonsense running around there. I'm going to go ahead and throw this 80-yard bomb down the field, get a little first down, and all that nonsense. wow, look how fast those guys run on the other side. I was like, and your guys run like they're in slow motion. Yeah, there's a whole lot of nonsense on this game. Trying to like run right through this game, and then you gotta, you know, play against this Tecmo Bowl Sega Genesis nonsense, and then, you know, there's a whole lot of corruption on this game. Corruption on the Sega Genesis game? Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of nonsense with this game. Go ahead and take the lead, and you know, like I said, this ain't gonna be no game. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little onside kick and try to get the ball back. Wow, wow, that worked out pretty good. Huh? How did you know you was gonna get the onside kick? I don't know. Sometimes I just got that feeling, and yeah, oh jeez. You kinda gave the football right back to him. Yeah, like I said, there's a whole lot of Tecmo Bowl Sega Genesis nonsense on this game. Uh-oh, they're about to get a touchdown. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna go ahead and try to shut this down, and, you know, like, this ain't gonna be no game. You know, sometimes you gotta deal with some of this Tecmo Bowl nonsense, and oh, that was old Carl Pickens, huh? He was a good little wide receiver back in the day. Oh yeah, he was a real good wide receiver. You know, too bad he was playing for the Bengals, but you know how it is. I thought the Bengals had like old Boomer Esiason or somebody like that playing quarterback back in those days. I'm not too sure. Maybe he got hurt or something and they playing somebody else. That's, you know, that could be a possibility. You know, at some point I think he got traded to the Phoenix Cardinals. You know, but I think he was still with the you know, playing with those Bengals, and he probably got hurt or something. Some kind of nonsense like that. Try to go on here, try to get some return yards on this game. Wow, you never even got close. You never had a decent kick return on this game yet. Yeah, like I said, I don't be worried about all that nonsense. I can do kickoff returns, just not, you know, just not on, you know, just not with this team. I can't, you know, I used to do it all the time with like Pittsburgh, with, you know, Rod Woodson, you know, but I just can't do it with, you know, with the Saints. You know, it's just not possible. Wow, that was a good little bit of scrambling on that play. Yeah, like I said, I was trying to, you know, ain't nobody was open on that play, so I just kind of like, you know, was trying to scramble a little bit, try to, you know, buy some time and all that nonsense. It's kind of surprised he caught the football, but, you know, that'll work, you know, get a little first down, you know, a little something, something. Move the change. You know, uh-oh, it don't look like none of you guys are open on that play. Oh, he found somebody. Yeah, you know, he was wide open, threw him a little football, and, you know, advanced it, you know, pushed the chains down, you know, a little bit. Oh, jeez. Oh, Kirk got you on, oh, Captain Kirk got you on that play. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try to get this touchdown on this play. And what come you keep throwing the football too early? You know, old Martin was wide open for at the top. Oh, I was just trying to like get him like, you know, he needs a lot of yards. You know, like not a lot of yards, but he needs. I'm trying to get him about 1,000 yards receiving, and he's about 150 yards short. And, you know, just trying to get him 1,000 yards for the season. You know, you get that little bonus at the end of the year. You know how that nonsense works. Oh, so like if they get like a certain amount of yards, they get like a $500,000 bonus or something. Yeah, and plus, you know, I like to have a couple of receivers have 1,000 yards. You know, Martin's got like 1,500 yards, and my tight end's got about 1,000, and you know. He's only about 100 something yards away from 1,000, so we'll go ahead and try to feed him the rock, you know. Oh, they let guy got hurt on that play. Well, I guess I guess old Boomer wasn't on the team. I guess he done got traded to the Cardinals or somebody. I'm not too sure. Might have to look at the Cardinals to see if he's on that team or whoever. He might. I think he also might have played with the Jets too, if I'm not mistaken. He could have been with the Jets. And he might have, he probably was with the Jets, and then he went to the Cardinals or some kind of nonsense like that. I think he got traded around a little bit. Well, that's too bad. Wasn't he pretty good with the Bengals? No, not really. He was all right, I guess. Go ahead and try to get this end zone. Trying to get in the end zone. Wow, that wasn't a whole lot of yards on that play. I lost a whole lot of yards on that play. But, I was trying not to get sacked and, fumbling the football. And, there's a whole lot of nonsense you got on this Tecmo Bowl Sega Genesis. Oh, jeez. Wow, those Cincinnati Bengals are not playing around, huh? Yeah, they're kind of getting a little, playing a little pretty good defense, but, that's all right, though. This is still ain't going to be no game. Wow, he just kind of threw the ball right out of bounds on that. Wow, old Sam Mills must have got about 100 sacks this season, huh? You ever get like 100 sacks on this game? Oh, yeah. I used to get 100 sacks if I want to. But, I don't play. I try not to do that. It's too easy to get a sack on this game. Maybe next season I'll go ahead and get 100 sacks, I think I might have had 200 sacks in the season. Wow, 200 sacks. Yeah, like I used to just kind of get the sack and then I'll punt the ball back to him, and I wouldn't even drive I wouldn't even do nothing on offense and just kind of keep hitting the quarterback, Get about 50 sacks, get about 20, 25 sacks a game, Wow, that's a lot of sacks. Like I said, sometimes I just did all kind of stuff, just because I was bored and I like to do different stuff, and all that nonsense. Wow, quitting early, huh? Well, Steve Walsh looking pretty sharp coming off the bench and all. Yeah, like I said, we got a little, we might have a little quarterback controversy, huh? But I'm going to go ahead and stick with Wilson. We're going to go ahead and win that Super Bowl. We win the Super Bowl regardless of who I put in. It don't matter. Go ahead and get this quarterback. Oh, Wayne Martin, huh? He took the old sack from me. Yeah, like I said, I don't really care. Well, somebody puts him on the ground. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get him. Did he actually complete the pass? I'm not too sure. He might have. Maybe it was just no yard. Yeah, he had, he had got the sack, so he had got a few yards, and it just brought it back to 3rd and 10 and all that nonsense. Go ahead and do a little punt return. Wow, we're almost in the 4th quarter. We're in the 4th quarter already. This game is going kind of fast. Yeah, that's because I'm pounding that football and, kind of running the clock. I ain't got time for all this nonsense. Wow, they kind of like blitzed you on that play. Yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and pound that ball and try to get the first down and, keep the chain moving, and all, trying to keep it going, Get some more passing yards. Oh, jeez. Those Cincinnati Bengals, they're playing pretty good. They're playing to win this game. Yeah, that was a little, like, I knew better than that, but, kind of like, you know, sometimes you just know when you throw that ball, they're going to jump up and get it, and I just kind of messed up on that play and all that nonsense. Go ahead and shut this nonsense down. Hey, it looks like they're going for it on 4th down. Yeah, but like I said, I'm going to go ahead and shut this play down. I pretty much know what they're going to do. Oh, jeez. Yeah, wow, the Bengals are moving the chains. They're going to be moving the ball to get a little touchdown or something. Nah, there ain't going to be no touchdown. They just got a little lucky on that play. And there you go. That's why I don't play around with them little gadget plays. That's why I get, when I play this game, I don't want them gadget plays. They just don't work for you. Go ahead, maybe throw a little touchdown or something. Oh, wow, those Bengals, they're not playing around. They playing some playoff football. Yeah, they're playing a little tough. I give them that, But I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, jeez. Why? These Bengals are showing up, but they really playing some good defense. Yeah, but go ahead, maybe get a little first down or some kind of nonsense. Oh, jeez. Go ahead and go for it on 4th and 27. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get this first down and maybe throw one a little bit deep. Oh, jeez. Wow, those Bengals are playing some really solid defense. Some of that Tecmo Bowl Sega Genesis defense. Oh, gee. That's why, they gonna do the little gadget plays. I'm gonna go ahead and shut that nonsense down. And like I said, I ain't got time for all this Sega Genesis nonsense. I'm gonna go ahead and, pound that football and maybe get a little first down or some kind of. No, jeez. Wow, those Bengals are coming to play some football. They just getting the blitz. They get to the quarterback. Oh, jeez. Why? I've never seen you get sacked so many times in the ball game. Yeah, I would give them credit. They're doing pretty good. Getting a little pressure and give me a little trouble. But they got a couple of interceptions and fumbles and. They're doing pretty good. It's pretty good. They gave me a little game. This is kind of like what I was expecting, later in the season. But but I've been playing pretty, running right through these games, and this is the first sign of a challenge, really. The defense playing a little bit of football, and that should have been a touchdown, but that's all right. Wow, that was a pretty good game, huh? 23-3. They tried, Yeah, they did. They showed up a little bit. Kind of, played a little bit of defense, but but I was shutting that offense down, and that's why I like playing good defense, because you can, that's always been like my specialty, kind of, playing good defense, and sometimes you make mistakes on offense, and if you can play good defense on this game. It looks like got a couple of more. Go ahead, check the stats out. Oh wow, he threw like 45 touchdown passes. Huh? He's the number one QB in the league. Yeah. Oh wow, look at the sacks. That's like 100 sacks just between y'all two. Huh? Wow, that's a lot of getting to the quarterback. Yeah, let's say got time for all this nonsense. Like I said, check out these little stats. 16-0. Oh, his physical condition's pretty bad. Yeah, Steve Walsh is excellent. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start him on that. In the playoffs and let him rest a little bit. Because I can't have him throwing the ball all out of bounds and all that nonsense. I love, like I said, there's a whole lot of Sega Genesis nonsense on this game. You know, wow, he had a pretty good, got a lot of yards in a few games he started. Yeah, he was doing pretty good. That's kind of like why I kind of stuck with him. My wide receiver was getting a lot of yards. Kind of, take a look at my, stats, before I start the playoffs. Yeah, he got like 1,000 yards. That's kind of like why I was throwing the football to him a lot. Just trying to give him a little 1,000 yards. Feel good about himself. Like feel like you're part of the team. Contribute a little bit. We had a pretty good season. I think we did real good. Well, the Miami Dolphins versus the Denver Broncos in the first round, huh? Yeah, yeah, just the typical Dolphins. Like you said, they get to the playoffs and they lose in the first round. That's kind of like, but that's what they always done. First round of the NFC Championship. 49ers and the Packers. Wow, that was a pretty close game. You know, wow, oh, Seattle kind of held it down in that game. Yeah, I'm a little surprised about that. You know, oh, the old Eagles, huh? The Eagles are doing pretty good. They made it past the first round. I like the old Houston Oilers. Oh wow, the old Broncos kind of like one. That's kind of surprising. I thought the old Oilers would have been, made it to the finals. I really thought it was going to be them and the Buffalo Bills, because usually that's the two finals. You know, wow, that's a big upset. 49ers beating the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings beating the 49ers. Here comes the Buffalo Bills, huh? That's who you expecting to play in the Super Bowl? Yeah, I'm thinking the Buffalo's going to make it. I'm expecting to play the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. That's going to be a good game. They were 15-1. Like you say, they only lost one game in the season. You know, well, we'll finally made it to the playoffs and, go ahead, run right through this season. And like I said, I got time for all this nonsense.